Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making some really easy and delicious banana cookies. So come on over. You're just really going to need 2 ingredients and then everything else is optional. So we're going to start with bananas and oats, and then you could have the option of add-ins like I'm using dates here. You could use raisins, chocolate chips. You could use any kind of nut you want. I have some chopped pecans. I'm adding some chia seeds. I have some vanilla, a pinch of salt, and I'm also going to be using some almond butter. But really, you could use any alternatives that you like, and I'll include the whole recipe below. So actually for this recipe, you're going to want to use these riper bananas, the ones that have the brown spots and the light bruising, because this is actually going to make it a lot sweeter because we're not adding any sugars or maple syrup to this recipe. So we're going to start by mashing the bananas. This is great to have your kids help you out. If you have a potato masher, you could use that. You could also do a fork. And a trick I like to do is doing it straight on the cutting board. So it's a flat surface. You could also do it in your bowl, but this is a lot easier because you don't have to work around the curves. So just give it a good mash, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all mashed up, the consistency you'll want. Bananas are mashed, so it's kind of like an applesauce consistency here. And in my bowl, I already have the oats. So that's 2 cups of oats to 3 bananas. And I'm going to just pour that in there. And now we're going to add in all of our other fun bits. So over here I'm just putting in a pinch of salt, and that just enhances the sweetness. I have my chia seeds, but you could use whatever you like. You could just throw in some sunflower seeds. Here I've got the pecans going in, the vanilla. We're going to have some dates, and those are pure sugar, so that's going to be delicious. And then we've got the almond butter. And since I'm not adding any oil to this, the natural oils in the almond butter are going to help us out. So this is the consistency you want. When it's all incorporated, it's kind of holding together. Just go scoop it out. I just use 2 large spoons, and it just slides nicely off. And you could decide how large you'd like your cookies to be or how small. And this is a very forgiving recipe. You could really alter it to suit your needs. You can make it as big or as small as you like. I haven't tried it, but I imagine you could pour it all in the pan and then break it up like a giant granola bar afterwards. So it makes about 24 good sizable cookies. This is what they look like on the parchment sheet before they go in the oven, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. So this is what they should look like when they come out, and you'll know they're done because if you flip it over, it'll hold its shape and it's kind of golden brown. It'll kind of leave that residue on the parchment as well. And we're just going to let them cool down and they'll be ready to eat.